Herr Joseph, some things in life just never change. A rose is a rose, and a loser is a loser.
Welcome back to Multiversal Studios. Guys, I have some bad news. Usually I'm a big advocate of Joey Wheeler, as you can see from my other videos. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And unfortunately, it's time to reveal my issues with how Joey Wheeler is treated in the anime. And of course I am talking about the Grand Championship arc, where Joey loses to Zigfried von Schroeder in a duel. And for those who say, well, it's just a filler arc, well, to me, it still counts.
It's still real to me, damn it!
This duel single-handedly cost Joey his reputation, and in this video I will explain why. But before I do, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, because we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Anyway, back to the video. Now, Zigfried might be
the most annoying opponent I've ever faced.
However, I have to unfortunately come to his defense. Zigfried has been accused of cheating against Joey Wheeler. However, he beat Joey fair and square. People have said some things like he hacked into the system and made Joey draw an opening bad hand in the duel, and even accused him of tampering with Joey's luck-based cards, but it's simply not true. Let me show you guys proof. At the start of the duel, both duelists shuffle each other's decks manually. And once the decks have been shuffled, the duel disc is unable to manually alter the deck order, because that would just be ridiculous. It's just a simple slot in the duel disc where you can draw from. Now, if this accusation was made in the Dark Side of Dimensions, it would be different, since Kaiba switched to using virtual cards with a new duel disc, and there's more of a possibility that the computer could be hacked and tampered with. Joey simply bricked and drew a bad hand. Any duelist would tell you that this happens occasionally. I mean, Zigfried literally played monsters which tampered with Joey's deck.
The goddess Skuld!
Which allows him to see the top 3 cards of Joey's deck and rearrange them how he wants.
Goddess Verdanda!
Allows Zigfried to guess what type of card is on top of Joey's deck, and if he guesses correctly, then Joey has to play that card face down on the field. And finally,
Goddess Erd!
Which allows him to guess one of Joey's face down cards, and if he's correct, it gets removed from play. This is legit Zigfried's key strategy. It's messing with the opponent's deck. So why would he need to tamper with Joey's deck outside of the duel when he does that anyway?
He's eliminating Joey's best monsters one by one! I have a feeling that's been Zigfried's strategy since the beginning of the duel.
Now, as I said earlier, Joey just bricked. He drew Landstar Shot, Jinzo, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Graceful Dice, and Polymerization. And I know I said it's common for this to happen to duelists from time to time. However, the reason I'm not accepting this as an excuse for Joey in this situation is the fact Zigfried didn't summon a monster and set cards face down for 2 turns straight. And the best Joey could muster up in that time is a Brigadier of Landstar and then following with a Jinzo, and even got a direct hit on Zigfried. So Joey was basically given 2 free turns in order to recover from his bad hand. Also low-key, for playing a card like Landstar Shot, which boosts the attack of one Landstar monster by 600 attack, I low-key think Joey deserves to brick. Now, regarding Zigfried tampering with Joey's luck throughout the duel, this is also a false claim, and I'll tell you why. Yes, it's true, Joey used
Compensation Mediation!
which is the trap card, which relies on luck. Basically, Zigfried shuffles one of Joey's cards with 2 of his own, and if Joey picks his card, he is safe that turn. However, if he picks one of Zigfried's cards, Zigfried's attack goes through and Joey loses the duel. And guess what? Joey guessed wrong. Now yes, Joey got unlucky once. However, let's look at the moments previous to that happening. Now, Joey activates his Dangerous Machine type C, which he hits the jackpot multiple times in that duel. This allows him to draw 1 card. Then he activates Roll of Fate. He rolls a 6, allowing him to draw 6 cards from his deck. And then he summons Maximum 6. This card allows him to boost his attack by 200 for the number he rolls. Joey obviously gets a 6, so Maximum 6 gets 1200 attack boost. Joey then activates his Star Blaster magic card, which lets him tribute a monster and then roll a dice. The number on the dice plus the level of the monster he tributed equates to the level of the monster he can summon. He rolled a 5, plus the monster he attributed, which was Suzuki Samurai, which is a level 2. That's a level 7 monster, which is a free Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now guys, you have to remember, this was all in one turn. One bloody turn. That's 4 lucky dice rolls in one turn. And you're expecting me to believe that Joey was nerfed in his luck. He absolutely wasn't. If anything, Zigfried hacked into the computer and made Joey even luckier than he was before. Also, a point to note is, Atem can also sense when people are cheating by using his Millennium Puzzle. In Duelist Kingdom, when Joey was facing Mai Valentine, Atem used the power of his puzzle to discover how Mai was cheating, even if he didn't tell Joey.
Trust me on this. She's just trying to divide and conquer a strategy that's been used for centuries. Believe me, I know.
When you get that look in your eye, I believe everything you say.
And my last point towards this is, Zigfried thought Joey was below him. Half the duel he spent looking at the cameras, wondering what Kaiba was thinking. Zigfried never took Joey seriously. Like, he was genuinely arrogant enough to think that Joey wasn't a threat, and unfortunately, Joey didn't prove him wrong. I don't think Zigfried would even bother trying to cheat against Joey, since he didn't think Joey was worth it.
You'll have to forgive me, I forgot you were standing there. But with an opponent as dull and forgettable as you, can you blame me?
Eh? What did you call me?
Plus, we see the duel where Zigfried duels Seto, and again, no foul play was seen. Surely he would use that moment to cheat, if he was going to in the first place, since Kaiba was his arch rival. Now, Zigfried did hack into Seto Kaiba's system during the duel against Joey, but it wasn't to affect Joey, it was to affect Kaibaland as a whole. He had 2 intentions by doing that, one to ruin Kaiba's tournament, and the other was to keep the attention on him whilst his little brother could get to the finals unnoticed. Now that we cleared Zigfried's name on the cheating allegations, let me go on to tell you why Joey really let me down. Joey at the start of the arc started so strong by dueling Yugi's grandpa, the person who had taught Joey everything he knew about duel monsters. So this was a full circle moment for Joey. He had a chance to show Grandpa everything he had learned on his journey as a duelist. Joey even went up against a new ancient deck that the Grandpa was building and won. This showed that he had surpassed his teacher. Quite a pinnacle moment for Joey's dueling career. But then he loses to Zigfried and undermines not only that duel against Grandpa, but everything else he had achieved in Duelist Kingdom and in Battle City. Now, I'm not going to pretend like Joey hasn't lost before, but this one really stung. Let me give you an example. Joey has been used as a scapegoat before against Duke Devlin, but this was still early on in Joey's career. They made him lose against Duke in order to bait out Yugi, but this situation was different. Joey wasn't using his own deck and forced to make a deck out of new packs, and Joey was still a little arrogant after coming second place in Duelist Kingdom, and he fell into Duke's trap. So at least us Joey fans could say, well, he lost, but he didn't get to use his own deck, since most likely he would have won if he used it. But the fact is, against Zigfried, none of that applies, because Zigfried beat Joey fair and square. Also, another thing I wasn't happy about was, Joey's deck in that duel was completely different to what I was expecting. Like, what am I seeing right now? When did he add so many terrible cards into his deck? Like, I know Joey's deck has never been super strong, but he had cool tech cards like Copycat, Rocket Warrior, and even Grave Robber. It was a good balance of luck cards and skill cards. But in this duel, it's like he did a 180 turn and doubled down on his weakest engine, the Landstar one, and then added in a bunch of luck cards. It's just such a shame, because his deck could have gone down so many cooler routes. Now, Joey for sure has come a long way, and when he duels his best when fighting for a good cause. For example, paying for his sister's eye surgery, or helping Yugi battle a great evil, which threatens the entire world.
What happened to me? When I was in the Duelist Kingdom, I never made a mistake like this. I had a purpose then, fighting for my sister. Now I guess I've just gone to the dogs.
But if the one time when he's dueling for himself, and his goal of becoming a professional duelist, and this is how he performs, then I'm afraid he'll never achieve that goal. Because the fact is, there can't always be a world-ending threat each time Joey wants to duel good. And the worst part of this is, this was Joey's last duel on screen, which really sucks, as it was a loss. Sorry guys, I know this video turned into a sort of a rant, But if you guys made it this far in the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing. Until next time guys.